Okay, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and we've got geoengineering here already. This looks like one huge spray plume that is expanded out. This one is not expanding as well as this one here. And there's a crisscross right there. There's the moon up there. Anyway, you can see how that looks like one jet trail that has expanded out to produce artificial clouds. And here off the coast we see that it looks like there are a couple of jet trails out here as well. There's another one going across that way as well. And so what it'll do is it'll fall down, this crap will fall down and produce what I call the geoengineered smog. It's a war with Mother Nature. Basically, there's a war in our skies against Mother Nature. So here's one that has took a curve right in the middle of the flight. Has made a curve. And so it'll fly above the spray. This is a spray. This is a chemtrail, geoengineering trail they laid before. And what will eventually happen is this geoengineered smog will fill the air, and they'll be able to fly above this, the stuff they've already laid down, and no one will ever know that they've been spraying. And supposedly a real contrail is made of ice crystals, and normally the ice crystals will dissipate within about whatever 3 minutes, depending upon the moisture content in the air or the humidity. So this contrail looks like it doesn't look like a contrail because it looks too close to the back wings of the jet. Too close to the back wings of the jet. But you can see this contrail, chemtrail, geoengineering material trail is lingering quite a bit, and you'll see this is actually a sort of a crisscross here. It goes there and then crisscrosses here, and then there's another one here, and that will crisscross there. And so this is geoengineering. And they're doing it without the public's consent or ability to comment on this, because basically they ignore the request. I've actually talked to my congressman and asked them about this, and they say no, it's just contrails. And that is also one of these trails that has fanned out, expanded, And all this stuff will eventually produce this haze all over the city. And that's what they call geoengineering, solar radiation management. But the public has no avenue to complain or request an environmental impact report because it's quasi-covert. And so for some sort of personal liability as to the fallout that may produce disease, they don't want anybody to know directly who's spraying this stuff. Most commonly barium, aluminum, strontium, and sulfur. Okay, so you see the line here. This is actually one plume. There's a crisscross right there in the middle. This is one plume right here. There's another plume right there. So these were just one single jet trail that has expanded out into the geoengineered smog, as I call it. And the ripples, to me, indicate they are manipulating these materials via electromagnetic frequency or radio waves or microwave frequency. And so basically they can control them, sort of like remote control clouds. They can make it rain in one area, it can make it drought in one area, and so that's what they're doing here. Yep, it's called geoengineering, folks. And they commonly use barium, aluminum, and strontium for this. Not too good to breathe. And we don't have any environmental impact report. We don't have any informed consent. We don't know the long-term effects of breathing this stuff. And so we want full disclosure, guys. We need to know what they're spraying, when they're spraying. We want to know the environmental impact of the long-term spraying of these effects. We don't want any quick fix microwave waves. We want natural weather. There's a war going on in the skies, my friends, and it's a war to control the weather, to control Mother Nature. That's what it's about. Okay, so here you can see a line over here. It's kind of faded. Then here comes another one. So it was like maybe half hour. There was a jet following the same line. So this jet is spraying geoengineering materials. You can tell basically by the plume of material is too close to the wings, basically, and the contrail is the chemtrail, or the geoengineering material, is quite long, as you can see. And it's almost like every half hour they will come by and spray. And then it will basically form into this haze we have back here. This haze here. You can see the cross hatch nature to this haze. Definite crosses going on there. So this haze will form the geoengineered smog that we see here.